doesn't satisfy me sexually. Hi, my name is Meka Paddy. This is one of the questions that one of my clients asked me. It's a lady, and it's a very difficult question that he feel I need to answer it so that other ladies can also benefit. Whether you are a lady, whether you are a man, I'm sure it can apply to both of you. So let's start. How do you tell your husband that he doesn't satisfy you? Number one, what you need to do is you need to make an appointment with your husband. So how do you do it? What you need to do, prepare your mind properly, and I'm going to tell you exact words, what you are going to say. You say, honey, how is your time this week? Because there is something that is very important aspect regarding our sexual relationship that I want us to discuss. So, because he also need to prepare. Because you don't just say, let's talk. Because most of the time, we women, because I have been thinking about this, now what we usually do, you just say, let's talk. Or you are just angry. But if you really say, honey, how is your time this week? Because there is something very important regarding our sexual relationship that I want us to discuss. So he already knows that it's something to do with your sexual life. And you can continue even by saying, it has been bothering me now from time to time, and I feel it's now higher time that I need to discuss it with you. But we need time to sit and discuss. That is actually, you are preparing his mind. Then, if he say, no, let's just talk, you say, no, both of us, we need time to sit and discuss. And you can even say, no, I don't want us to discuss it at home. Because it has been bothering me, because it's a very sensitive issue. I don't want, when we are discussing it, the children are around, they might pop in, but we need really, really, really time. So the most important part is for him to know what you are going to discuss, so that he already also going to prepare his mind, because you also need to prepare. Now, then you must not do it at home. The rule is that don't do it at home. You can go somewhere else. You can, if you have a car, you can go somewhere. You can be under a tree. You can be in the car, but not in your house. Because I know it is very, very difficult aspect to discuss, since this lady says she has been with this issue for such a long time. So now, before the day, so you need to prepare also your mind. Not only your mind, what you are going to say, the exact word that you are going to say, you must also prepare yourself emotionally. Because that day, you must be in a good mood. If you are angry, if you are frustrated, if you feel overwhelmed, if you are stressed by whatever reason, postpone it. Because otherwise it's just going to spoil it. You are not going to deliver the message across. Now, another person was saying, oh, can't I just write a letter? I would say, rather talk about it. It's better to talk about it because you also want to see how a person is going to react. So now let's look at now the day. Now, maybe your husband has agreed. Now you go under the tree, you sit comfortable. Make sure that you sit comfortable. Make sure that you are not tense. So now that day, how do you start? Start by going straight to the point. Just say, honey, as I already indicated to you the day I made an appointment with you, and I already mentioned that it's about our sex life. What I pick up for some time now, you can say for how long, what I pick up now for the past 6 months, for the past 5 months, for the past week, whatever period, I don't feel fulfilled. Or you can say, every time we have sex, I don't feel satisfied. Talk about yourself. Don't say, you don't satisfy me when we make love. You don't satisfy me when we have sex. Don't say that. Because when you are saying that, that shows that you are either criticizing him, you are either think that he is not good enough, you are judging the person. Since that he doesn't know and you have never discussed it with him, it is the very first time you have been carrying it for such a long period, and for him it's the very first time to hear about it. Rather talk about how does that make you feel. So you feel unfulfilled. You feel not satisfied when you are in bed. Give him some time to reflect. When you say that, don't make a long story, don't preach, don't nag. You are just talking about how you feel after sex. You feel unfulfilled. That is your message. Don't go and now say, yeah, remember the other day. Don't make a story. So, and after you say that, just give him time to ponder around it. Give him time to reflect on what you are telling him. What you do is just to watch his reaction. And give him some time. And maybe if he asks you any question, just respond honestly. If he say, how I'm not satisfying you, then that is the only time you can go on and say, okay, no, I feel sometimes you come early while I'm not yet ready, whatever you feel. Or I just feel whenever we have sex, I took long because you are not touching me probably at a place where I feel turned on, or you are ignoring me in bed, or your manhood is not strong enough. So whatever you pick up, because you need to do also your research so that you just don't say, because when you say, too general, too vague when you just say you don't satisfy me, or you don't feel fulfilled. You don't say that. You don't say you don't satisfy me. You don't just say I don't feel fulfilled. Rather explain what is it that he is not doing. What is it that he is failed to do? Maybe he is not aware. Like now those things that I have said. Maybe you can now, then you go on, maybe you say, suggest any position to say, maybe we can use different position. Maybe that position that you like, maybe we use something. But you can also, another suggestion is to say, no, you know what? I listened to Makeup Pali's video. Maybe we can make some time to listen to her video. Maybe we can learn something out of her video, but you have already done your research. You have already come up with something that you can suggest, because sometimes we ladies think that men knows what to do. What he is doing is what he knows. So if he's not doing it, it means he doesn't know. Maybe you have now do your research, and with that research, when you come to the discussion, put the facts on the table. For instance, suggest to say, let us listen together. By that time, when you come, you already select the video. You can take any other video that you could suggest to say, let's listen to this one. If he feels offended by what you are saying, because it's something that he never expected, don't pressurize him. Don't judge him. Don't just get angry and say, yeah, you don't want us to improve, or you threaten him to say, no, if you are not listening to this, I'm going to leave this relationship, or I'm going to leave this marriage. That is totally wrong. Because this is for the first time you have come up with this issue. So give him time. And I'm sure sometimes he might be feeling offended. He might be really feel offended and then start sort of like a kind of a defensive mechanism, and also try to judge you and tell you, yeah, you are the one, whatever. Because, the reality is, some women said, the moment I suggest something like that, my husband accused me. Why do you ask me? What happened? Because he already feel that maybe you have been cheated on him somewhere else. So that's why you need to prepare yourself, knowing that you are not going just to get a positive reaction, but the fact that you have told him, that is the most important part. How he is reacting, it's not under your control. So you don't know how he is going to react. It's really up to him how he is going to respond. That is not your issue. Your issue is just to let him know. Communicate. So that is your issue, is really to tell him what is bothering you, so that it really helps you to improve your sex life. Because it's only through discussion that you are able to solve this problem. Sexual issues are sensitive issues. We are not used to discuss this because sex is regarded as a taboo. Sex is regarded as anti-religious. Sex is regarded as immoral. Now, if you come and just talk about it, don't just expect that you are going to get a very positive reaction. So just be prepared. Go there with an open mind. And once you go there with an open mind, knowing that he is going. But don't force him to say, yeah, let's just listen, let's just improve. Give him time, because you have been preparing yourself, and I'm sure, and I'm 100%, he is also going to prepare himself. He's also going to probably do his own research and come back to you. And if you give him some time, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, even a month. And if you see maybe a month pass and he is not coming back, come back again. Discuss it again. And I'm sure later he will come on board. I hope this video help you. And the person who asked the question, I hope I answer your question. But whoever watching this video, and you want me to do more of this kind of video answering your question, especially your sexual health questions, please don't leave the channel without subscribe, without like, and without sharing with your friends, your family, in your groups, your WhatsApp groups, so that if there are those who also have the problem as the one who asked, they're also going to benefit from this video. I love you all. Ask questions, and or you can just comment and say, I subscribe. And till next time, good day.